At the very least, if we can't go back and find the latent cause, at the very least we want to do one thing. We want to understand the scientific reason for the failure. What is the physics of failure that led to this to occur? Now this should... It's a failure. A very bad one, unfortunately. Let me see if I can get this to come back up again.
Did he have a sign, clearance 13 feet or something?
I have no idea. You know, this is the question we have to ask. I think he probably died. I think he probably died in there.
Really?
I don't know. You know, that thing took the cab out and squashed the cab flat. Here, where he's driving. If we go back one more time, we obviously can investigate this. You know, we can go and walk the site, see what signs were up, see how he got into that particular track to get there in the first place, because obviously that roof is limited in height. His vehicle is well above the height that's acceptable. I better actually go into the slideshow.
It was it was carelessness on his part to some extent. You know, all truckers can't use GPSs for the most part. Because GPSs will not tell you where the low clearance bridges are. And you can drive 5 miles down this road and all of a sudden not be able to get under this and have to back out with an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, that's not so easy. Yeah. What we're saying here is, look, you know, this is obviously a disastrous situation. Probably the guy lost his life more than likely. No, this is just an internet. I just searching for failure situations. I use this in my RCA training course. And what I'm saying is, if we can never get back to understand why this actually happened, at the very least what we can do is have a look at the physics of failure of this. We notice here, the column, it's hit the roof, the column has begun to fall away. There is no supports, there's no structure holding this column in place. This is a freestanding roof on a brick pillar. So the reason this roof fell is because it was hit, the columns tilt because there's nothing holding the columns in place, the column tumbles, and of course the vehicle gets crushed. So if I've got to solve this problem and prevent it again, because this might be the first incident in a fuel station, and I've got hundreds of these fuel stations designed across the whole country. So this is one risk in one station, and there are hundreds of these across the country. I'm at risk of this happening again in every other station. So if I can't understand what led to this, at least I can understand the physics of failure and say, you know what, we've got to change these columns to steel columns, bolted down to decent foundations, so when he hits this, we actually bend the column over and not crush the vehicle. So I can come up with
You have to raise the roof.
whole lot of things we can do. There's the point being is, if I can't go back and find the latent cause, if I can't find out why he thought it was okay to drive there and take that risk, and I'll never know if the guy cannot be interviewed.
He was texting.
Lots of possibilities. Without the evidence, we'll never know the truth. What we do know is the structure is a lousy structure for that situation. So I'd rather have built a steel structure with bolted connections, proper foundations, pull down on bolts, so I snap off the bolts and that column bends, but the roof does not come down. That would have been a better solution. So yeah, from going only to the point of solving the physical, scientific reason of failure, that would give us a better solution than living with what we've currently got.